All right. Today's reading is called, or is trying to answer the question, what does the divine want to guide me to do? I know that we keep getting these messages about, follow divine guidance, listen to the divine, um, you know, etc. But, what exactly do they want you to do? I'm sure that's a lot of you are asking yourselves that question and asking them that question. So here we go. We're going to ask them that question. So, divine, what would you guide us to do? I'm going to open the energy and let you pick your pile. All right. So, if you haven't picked your pile, please pause the video and do so, but I'm going to go ahead with my pile number 1 and get started here. So pile number 1, you chose the clear quartz crystal, which is connected to the crown chakra, connected to your knowing. And let's see what they have to say. Okay. All right. Change is coming. Winter is coming. If you're in North America, where I am, this is actually quite true. It's October here, and winter is actually coming. But what this card is saying is you might want to, slow things down. It's a time to rest and reflect, okay? It's a yin cycle. It's a time of receiving, going inward and reflecting. Yeah. Be less active in the world. It's a pause. It's a good time to pause, meditate, connect with spirit, to make future plans. Some of you may want to do a retreat. You need to focus on inner peace right now. You need to relax and regroup. Let yourself make plans for the beginnings that are to come in the spring, while yielding to the receptive energy of this time, okay, of the winter. All right. Yes, okay. I'm hearing about when you're stressed, it repels your ability to, it repels receiving. It's because I just heard relax and receive. That's what this is about, the winter. It's time to relax and receive. Retreat, relax, and receive. Okay? When you're stressed out and you're doing too much and you're running around and you're erratic and you're chaotic and etc., it actually repels the blessings that they're trying to give you. So it's time to retreat, relax, and receive. To quiet your mind, connect with your body and soul, and find inner peace so that you can reemerge in the spring, ready to execute all your plans, is how I hear it. They're showing me like a military where you regroup, you retreat, and you regroup, and you sort out your plans, and then you come back out charging. It's kind of like that. So for this group, I'm hearing this is going to be hard for you guys to do. You're used to doing, planning, executing, moving, going forward. There's all these all these verbs coming at me, actually. You're used to, being very action-oriented. And what you really, 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 really need to do is embrace this pause. As difficult as it is for you, and they know it's difficult for you, you need to embrace this pause. You're spinning your wheels. It's like a car that wants to, when a car is stuck and you just keep spinning the wheels and spinning the wheels and spinning the wheels and you're not getting anywhere. That's what they're showing me. So, you need to stop, pause, think about it, and figure out the best way to get unstuck. Is it putting a plank of wood in front of the tire? Is it putting some gravel or kitty litter in front of the tire? Is it asking someone to help push you? Asking for that help and assistance? Is it waiting, just walking away and waiting till the snow melts and then, coming back and moving the car later? Yeah. So they just want you to stop spinning your wheels. Okay? Get off the treadmill. Get out of the rat race. However you want to say that. Embrace the pause. They know this is hard for you. They know that you resist this message. So I'm kind of laughing right now because, we're always saying, well, what does the divine want us to do? And then it tells us what it wants us to do, and then we don't want to do that. That's what they're showing me. It's like, but I don't know what they want me to do. Well, yeah, you do. You just don't want to do it. That's what they're saying. It's just against your nature. But it's not against your nature, but it's against the habits that you've formed. So you think your nature is to do, be on the go, all that kind of stuff. But that isn't your nature. So you need to break those habits. And it's hard. They're recognizing it's difficult. They get it. But that is what they're guiding you to do. And no matter how many times you ask them, this will be the answer until you've done it. That's what they're saying. So do it. Take the time this winter, if you're in this hemisphere of the world. If you're not in this hemisphere of the world, see it as winter as well, as a pause, a hibernation time. Even if you're living in the summer, which I'll be jealous of you if you are, it's still time to pause. Okay, so take this pause. It's long overdue, they're saying. It's long overdue. Just take the pause. You'll not regret it. You really won't, they promise. They're saying just do it, but they're laughing because, just do it means take action, do it, whatever Nike wants us to do. But they're saying just do it, meaning take the pause. So it's really, they're making a little joke here. Reminding me of my business that was called Pause in Motion, PAWS in Motion. It was about dog walking, but it was a play on words, an oxymoron, and I was the only one that knew that, I guess. But PAUSE in motion. There's a pause in every motion, and that's what they're saying. There's a pause until you embrace the pause, until you choose to accept, allow, forgive, trust, honor, love, be the pause. The motion will never be whole, right? It's like that coin with the two sides. You have to accept both sides, and the pause is one side. The motion is the other side. So if you can't just keep chasing the motion. You've got to take the pause. All right? In that pause, the answers you're seeking will come. But you got to take the pause. That's it. That's I had all these other tarot cards ready to answer your questions, but that's the only thing they want to tell you today. And I hope that helped in some way, and I hope you heard it today, and I hope that you do take the pause and then get all the rest of the answers you want. All right? You go ahead and have a beautiful day. I'm going on to pile number 2. Pile number 2. You chose the yellow celestite. Celestite is about connecting with the angelic realms and opening that communication with them. So that's a really good crystal to be choosing. It's also related to the solar plexus because of the yellow color, which is about confidence, personal power, belonging, willpower, and self-esteem, self-confidence, all of that. So let's see what your guidance is. Oh, the waterfall, but in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. I think you're giving too much. Too much is pouring out of you and not enough coming back into you. Yeah, you're giving your power away. That makes sense because it's solar plexus, personal power. Like I said, you're giving too much. You're giving your personal power away. You're in an emotionally reactive time. You feel like your life is turned totally upside down. And you may have unintentionally given your power to someone else. Whether it's a romantic partner, a boss, a family member, or a friend. Or your community, your church, your municipality, whatever, it is, the world, whoever, any kind of organization it could be, okay? You're following another person's agenda in spite of your own intuition not to do so. This could lead you to completely give up and fall into depression. Living according to the dictates of another. It's imperative that you rise up and take your power back. It might seem foreign for you to do so, but it's a lesson that your soul longs for you to learn. Take time to meditate and tap into the love, power, and value of your spirit. When you understand your true value, you will know that you deserve to carve out your own destiny, and you'll take the steps to do so. All right, so the guidance is it's time to start living your life your way. You know, your intuition tells you what's right for you. And if you're living it any other way, this is what's happening. You're giving your power away. And it's your solar plexus. You probably are having digestive issues. You're probably having, self-confidence, self-esteem issues. Okay? There's a phrase coming to mind when I was working with a mentor of mine a long time ago. She asked me to complete the sentence, "My value is," and I struggled to complete that sentence. Anything that I tried to put at the end of that sentence seemed limiting to me. It's like, well, my value is, whatever you want to say that, blah, whatever. It doesn't matter what you put there. It was limiting, and then I finally realized that this sentence was complete. The sentence is, my value is. It exists because I exist. My value is. I am, therefore my value is. And that was freeing. The limitations that others put on us constantly, or we put on ourselves in order to try to define ourselves for the sake of others understanding us. that's where we limit ourselves. That's where we diminish our value. That's where we give our power away, our personal power. Don't try to define yourself. Don't try to put a price tag on yourself. Focus on my value is. Understanding that. And living your life how you choose. You are valuable. You living your life how your intuition and your soul tells you to live is valuable. The universe is exactly that. It's a harmonious entity, and you're one of the chords. You're one of the harmonies. I don't know how to say that. I'm not a musician, but that's what they're showing me. So you're valuable. Your value is being you. Not being what anyone else wants you to be. Not doing what anyone else wants you to do. Your value is you. Being you. So for you, the guidance is to get very clear on what is you and what is not you in your life, in your actions, in your heart, in your soul, in your thoughts, in your day-to-day interactions with people. Examine yourself. Is this me? Do I truly believe this? Do I truly feel this? Do I truly know this? Is this my truth? Is this who I am? Is this how I want to live? Those are all the questions you need to start asking yourself, so that you can take your power back and be you. That is your power. Your power is being you. Your value is being you. That's why when you understand your value, you'll understand your power. Wholly you. That's your message. I hope it helps, and I hope that you listen to it and start asking yourself those questions, and I hope that it shifts for you and you take your power back. I hear so be it. Amen. I don't know. All right, goodbye. You guys go have a great day, and let's move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3. You chose the pyrite. Beautiful. This is about prosperity and abundance consciousness, and drawing fortune to yourself and all of that. So let's see what your guidance is. No. Balance. But reversed. Interesting. They all came sort of reversed. I mean, the first one was, it had a double, it could be, anyways, they're all coming sort of reversed, I guess is how I'm going to say it. It is reversed, so. Yeah, so clearly this card indicates that you're probably feeling out of balance. Okay. Some sort of situation has caused you to lose clarity or even power. Could be a power imbalance. You could be in a power struggle. Could be a legal matter. Just anything that seems unjust to you. You might feel like you're tied up. You're tied up in a bunch of red tape. So you need to start untying yourself bit by bit. Seek counsel if you need to make sure that you get the details straight. Even if the outcome doesn't go exactly as you want, you need to strive to keep your balance. Seek to be balanced and seek justice, not revenge, not anger. Okay, so that's if you're in that kind of situation. On a more personal level, they want you to get centered and balanced. Bring balance back to your diet, your physical exercise, and your mind. Okay, consider how your choices and thoughts are going to impact your future. Okay? Take actions that will set the scales back in balance for you. There's probably many things in your life that have thrown you off center. So they want you to get centered again, because when you're centered and balanced, the good energy that you put out attracts great energy back to you. All right. So how are you going to get balanced? I mean, they gave some suggestions already, but with that stuff. But I feel like there's something more needs to be said. Oh, you're my group that doesn't accept what is. They're showing me that 10 of Swords that says accept what is, so you can move forward from it. Not so that you can deny it or escape it, but so that you can move forward from it, because until you accept what is, there's no way to move forward from it. Acceptance of all is what restores balance. Knowing and understanding that all belongs. Being able to see both sides. Being able to walk in another's shoes. Theoretically, not literally, but figuratively, I guess, is the word. Practicing compassion is what brings balance for you. Forgiveness. Letting go of the anger and resentment toward the feeling of wanting revenge. Letting go of all of that. Forgiveness restores balance for you. Forgive yourself. Forgive all. What was, was. What is, is. Forgive it. Allow it. Receive it. Even love it. All right, so your message, your guidance is anything that you are still rejecting, still not accepting, not allowing, not receiving about yourself, about your past, about the world, about anything. Forgive it. Allow it. Receive it. All of those things so that you can move forward. Do this process right here. I choose to allow, accept, acknowledge, whatever it is. I choose to remember, reveal, recognize, receive, whatever it is. I choose to trust, forgive, trust, value, honor, whatever it is. I choose to understand, believe in, love, surrender, whatever it is. I am, whatever it is. Whatever it is me. I am complete. This is how you restore balance. This is the guidance for you. So, for instance, I'm just looking at the pyrite. So the pyrite represents good fortune and luck and abundance and acquiring, and so if we want all of that, we have to choose to allow the opposite side of the coin, as I've mentioned many times. To have the whole coin, we need to accept both sides of the coin. So, for instance, gain is what I'm seeing here. So in order to experience gain, we have to choose to allow, accept, and acknowledge loss. Remember, reveal, recognize, receive loss. Forgive, trust, value, honor loss. Understand, believe in, love, and surrender loss. Know that we are loss and loss is us. That's when I say I am complete here. It's not just that you're finished saying these things. It's you're complete, you're whole. You're restoring the balance, right, of the two sides of the coin. So that's just an example, but you can do this process with anything. All right? That's your guidance. You guys go have a beautiful, wonderful day. All right. Bye-bye.